What's up, guys? It is time for another live reaction to God of High School. We're on to episode 7. Now you may be wondering, well, where were you last week? Well, if you're one of the first people to view my video last week, you see that I did upload a video, but it got blocked. YouTube has not been on my side lately, so I am hoping that this one uploads with no interruptions. Now, last week I didn't do anything new than I usually do, and it got blocked. And it was a very busy week. I worked 15 hours overtime, so I didn't have time to go back and mess with it and try to get it uploaded. But I did make a video. I think I had like 20 views and a couple comments before it got blocked. So yeah, I'm praying this goes up with no problems. Episode 6, we got to see who Park's mentor was. We got to see the 6, we got to see some of Knox and what they're up to, and we see that there's 2 opposing sides here, and they're looking for the key. And we see that Park's mentor says, basically, he's going to train Mori. I mean, I don't know what to think of it, but he seems like he knows his stuff. He even says, I wonder how, basically, Mori's grandfather is going to feel about this. But anyways, that's enough chit-chat. Episode 7. Will the tournament start this episode? Let's find out.
最後も相当なもんだったけどな。どうか命だけはって土下座。
There's no way he's dead for good. There's no way.
だから人思いにぶっ殺してやったぜ。嫁とガキともともな。
He killed the announcer's wife and kid? Oh my god. That thing is creepy. Hey, bro.
ちょっと静かにしてくれないか。うるさいんだよ、いちいち。
Yo, he's badass! I did not know he was badass like that! Ooh, now Han's throwing the hands.
ドカタ流メタワラ投げドカタ流釘打ち
Oh, socked him!
兄貴
大丈夫あの人は負けないどんな時だって絶対に諦めない人だからそう絶対負けない
What?
直撃
Damn, he got his bell wrong.
そんな奴らを助ける仕事がしたいんだ。この大会で夢を叶えてみせる。俺は強くなりたい。あんたを超えれば一歩前に進める気がする。いいだろう。叩き潰せパワルハンマー。 俺は負けるわけにはいかないんだ。あいつらの見てる前ではな。次の構え青龍
He really just blew his stand away.
勝者判定よっしゃー
Now look who's the one that's running. Yo, he's merciless. Oh, shit!
無駄だ。これが俺の着力だ。これがある限り無限に再生できる。てめえが何をしようが無駄なんだ。
知るかい。なんだお前ら。
Which side are they on?
どいつもこいつも土足で人んちに。
エクスリー神父、サタン神父。
ドレイク、なぜ君がここにいる？審判員抹殺の命を受けたのは我々のはずだ。
私もノックスの一人です。使命を果たすだけの力は私にもある。
話ならあの世でやってくれ。
せっかちな男だ。国宝発動、デュランダル。
No way.
神の裁きを受けよう。
君のリミッターが外れたんで。
Ooh, a 2-on-2?
随分と賑やかなことになってるね。
俺一人で十分なのによ。
別の言及だよ。この間のと合わせると半年分だね。
半年？
よく噛むんだよ、チャンシク。
Yo, what?
このくすじ虫野
Did you just beat that?
なかなかユニークな言葉遣いだね。
フィナーレだ。
Ooh, Joker got him.
新聞社の弔いだ。死ね。
Yo, these commissioners go hard. I did not know that. Oh, he's fleeing. He ran away.
くそ。
So.
郎ユッピーだユッピーだ。恥ずかしいからやめて。
今ならああはいかないな。
Q がノックスの襲撃にあった模様です。審判員たちの住所は外部には完全に秘匿されているはずです。
腹の腹に住まう薄汚れた虫が。
それとこちらをご覧ください。鑑定の結果、ジン・テジンのものと判明しました。おそらく本人はどこかに連れ去られたのではないかと。
And lose his arm.
僕のやるべきことをやるだけさ。どれみファイヤーボール。
今すぐやめろ。
I didn't know you could kill. Okay, now he's doing the most.
今度手を出したら間違いなく失格になる。あんたにだって戦う理由あるでしょ。
あいつはいいのか？
Ooh, yes! Yes!
やめろ
Yes, Han!
面白い。
そこまでです。これ以上の行為は見逃せません。ライトニングボルト。
僕は家と祖父の期待を背負ってここにいるんだ。貴様みたいな人間に負けるわけにはいかない。
Okay, so another action-packed episode as expected at this point, because every episode is hype. Before we talk about the episode, one thing I want to point out. Does anybody else notice the emphasis they place on the characters' noses? Like, has anybody else thought that to themselves? Like, why is their nose so red or pink? Like their nose is cold? Because that's something I think about every time I watch an episode. Anyways, alright, so the episode, we get the first round of the official God of High School tournament. Mori and company versus the opposing three. Now, they spent a little more time than I would have liked them to on the background of the opposing three. There's nothing wrong with it, but I wish they kind of made it a little bit quicker. Now, one of the guys on the other team is 38, and everybody's like, why is he so old? How is he in high school? And we get to find out that basically he kept failing his entrance exam into high school, and the girl that was already part of high school or whatever thought he was a loser, and he eventually gave her some words of wisdom one time, and she eventually helped him out. That's how all three of them kind of came together for the tournament. Now, of course, Mori and company's team end up winning, but Mori goes first, and he loses the fight. I did not see that coming. But the reason being is because he tried to learn a new technique, or the technique he had learned from the guy from the 6. He didn't do it right. He hit his own pressure points and made it so he couldn't move. Now, that was like comedic relief right there in itself, because he lost. The dude just stomped on him and he lost and he couldn't move. And his mentor was like, basically like, what the hell? Like, that's like, don't embarrass me like that. And the mentor even said, Taichin's Taekwondo is a thing of the past. And that is Mori grandfather's, martial arts or Taekwondo that he's taught Mori. So he lost the first one. Then the second guy goes against Han. That's kind of like an even fight. But the guy on the other team, or the last two members, they can use the ability that Park talked about in the episode before. Now, I really think pretty soon here that Mori and company is going to have to learn how to access this power, or whatever it may be, these stand abilities that I like to call them, because they're going to start facing people where their normal martial arts and, the Moonlight Sword style and Taekwondo isn't going to be enough to win. So what's going to happen here? Are they going to learn these techniques? Is it going to be something like they're pushed to the limits and they access it? What's going to happen? So they end up winning, obviously. So while this is going on, the anime is bouncing back and forth between the tournament and Q and the member of Knox. As we saw last episode, it appeared that the member from Knox, which his name is Drake, I believe, he had killed Q. Now, before he killed Q, he had killed the old announcer, and it is stated that he also killed the wife and child. I hate that man, because I really loved the announcer. I loved how he announced Mira's name. Like, I just loved it. I thought he was a great character, and he died too soon. And like I said, it appeared that Q died, but Q wasn't dead. He was playing possum. He is much more badass than I thought he was, because after I saw him and Mori kind of won that quick, match. It wasn't really a match. I kind of lost a little respect for him. I'm like, oh, you're a commissioner. Like, you shouldn't have let that slide. But he was just caught off guard. But as we see from this episode, Q and O are badass. These commissioners, man, like they caught me way by surprise. Like, they're badass. Q, I like him now. I actually like him. He won me over with this episode. I love his standability, like that Joker looking thing, and he has the what's it called, the scythe, you know, the little death blade. I love it. I thought that fight was great, and he's just badass. Now, two people come from Knox's side, who they're called the Priest, and they basically say to Drake, like, who gave you permission to try to kill Q? That was our task. And they basically start fighting Q, and that's when O comes in. Now, those two are obviously stronger than Drake, but they end up fleeing because the commissioners give them the work. They give them the hands, they beat him up, and that's that. They gotta flee. They gotta flee on sight. So, Knox, I don't know if he's, not Knox, Drake, I don't know if he self-destructs or what, but he blows up from the head, causing damage to the building. A freaking bomb went off. But of course, our commissioners survive. So we bounce to Park, and Park's basically like, yeah, there's a traitor amongst us. A little dirty, grimy rat. Okay, he doesn't say that. I had to add emphasis on that. But basically, it's like there's a rat among us. The girl says that an inspection's been done. It's been concluded that the arm they found is Jin Taijin's. And it's like, did he end up getting defeated by Knox? As we saw in last week's episode, that guy had brought down this humongous holy sword on Taijin, and it appears that he got defeated and was taken by Knox. Hopefully not, because I expected a lot more from him. I expect him to be pretty OP for an old guy. So moving on to the next matchup of the first round, we got, I think his name's Jegal versus John. Now, this dude Jegal, man, you can tell he gives no fucks. I'm sorry, I had to say, he gives no fucks. He will do anything to win. He will beat the hell out of you. He'll embarrass you. He'll stomp you out. He just decimates. He just decimates the opposing side like bad, like clockwork. He uses his stand ability, and it's like a shark. And he eats up John, and I'm thinking John's dead already. But John survived that. So Mira goes up to Mori like, no, don't jump in, because Jegal starts just pounding this girl's face in. And Mira's like, no, you cannot do it again. You know what will happen. And then Mori goes, well, what about him? And it's Han. Han steps into the ring and is like, nah, this is not going to happen. We're not doing this. And then the announcer breaks him up. And John gets up. And he's talking about, I couldn't lose to the likes of you, yada, yada, yada. I got a lot riding on this. Got to do this for my grandfather, yada, yada, yada. But Jegal makes quick work of him. And that's where the episode ends. Now that dude, I think just based off this episode, obviously their team's going to end up fighting Mori's team. And I would like to see, I want to see Han versus Jegal, not Mori. I want to see Han versus Jegal. I think that'll be a good fight, because Han's the one that stepped in, so that's probably, you know, just giving us the hint that it's going to be Han that fights him. Because Han was not with that shit. He was like, yo, enough, you won, enough. So, this episode was great. Episode 7, so we got 5 episodes left. I'm excited. Now, Knox obviously has made their move. They are making moves. Now, how is Park in the commissioner side going to respond? That's what I want to know. I'm looking forward to next episode. I want to see more of this Jegal character. Like, his character design, he's pretty fresh. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say. The character designs of, like, the stands and their abilities, they're real refreshing. It's something new. Like, they're very unique. I like the designs of their stands. I like their abilities. Very unique. I can't wait to see more of the other characters' stand abilities. But yeah, that's it for this one. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you want to see more from me, I'm the Bearded Saiyan. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.